Hi, and welcome to my final cut soap picks for our February SMF soap challenge of Ebru soaps. I made a DNA swirl soap and a multi-layered peacock swirl with flowers for this challenge. Of course, those videos can be found on our SMF YouTube website. For those that are not familiar with our challenge, if you had seen these videos, you need to come here to see the cut picks. I don't have the ability to edit my original video, so I'm making this video to show you the final soaps. For the DNA swirl, this is what it looks like, and it did go all the way through to the bottom. I used the flat end of my skewer to do the swirl. The pointed end wouldn't work because it just won't drag the bottom. So this makes sure that the swirl goes all the way through. This one was a corner piece, didn't turn out quite as well as the rest. I am a little disappointed with this blue color. These colors are a little more matte and they just don't pop. I wanted more of that sparkly mica color that seems to pop. So a little disappointed with the color, but I love the smell. It's an EO blend with tons of essential oils, many different kinds. If you watch the video for this, I was using a gold color in khaki yellow by Nurture. I love the khaki yellow, but it works really well in some cases. In other cases, it just turns out not so pretty. So I only had poured it in the middle. And as you can see, here's the gold. I'm glad I didn't continue pouring it because it just didn't do what I was hoping it would do, as well as the khaki. It just kind of clashed and did not look all that great. But for the most part, I was more concerned with the actual swirl of the DNA coming through. And I think it came through all right. For the peacock swirl with the flowers, I did develop some ash, but I cleaned it off. You can see the different colors coming through from all the different layers I did, because I did many different swirl layers. Here's another one. These bars aren't all exactly the same size. I wanted to be sure that a little piece of a flower got on each bar. Let's see. There's this one. And this one. I do like how the green kind of poked through a little bit on there, give it a little bit different dimension of color. If you look, one of the layers I did, I had made these big blobs that everything was thickening up and it started to spread too fast. And it was going to be my top layer of flowers. And so I decided to just go left to right and then swirl in an S shape. I thought I had ruined the soap at that point, but that's why I went ahead and did the peacock on top and smaller flowers on top, and it worked out. Unfortunately, see, when I cut it open, this was one in the upper corner where it had just a huge blob when I was trying to swirl left to right and S-shaped. So that's not quite an Ebru pattern, but at the same time, for this challenge, you just need the top soap to have the main Ebru. I did cut open this one because this soap, I cut off the flower a little bit. I wanted to show you all the different layers that did happen in this corner. So you have a little bit of the flower and the peacock, and then on the inside, you can really see that peacock swirl right there. And here, here it is. And then this piece was cut, and you can see here that when I had those big blobs that were supposed to be flowers and I went left to right and then swirled in an S shape, that actually came through right there. And you can see it here as well. And then this is the next layer. Of course there. And then here, it just looks like just basic swirl because some of the white, there was a white layer that kind of did break through at some points. But that's okay because that's not the main part of the bar. And then just the bottom was kind of some pretty swirls. So I thought this was kind of neat because as you start to use this soap and wear it down, you're going to start to see all these different layers coming out. Finally, for our SMF challenge, I had done another soap, which is not in a video. And this one's similar to this swirl. Where is it? The swirl that I had done on this layer right before the peacock. This is where I poured back and forth and back and forth. And then I took my skewer and I dragged left to right. I did this really, really fine though, and then I went in an S-shaped pattern. So it's kind of like a DNA, but with a DNA you come down with the S and then back up. I just went down and down and down, and you can see this is also a typical Ebru pattern. Just for those that are going to be doing the Ebru challenge, if you want to use patterns like this are also quite acceptable. And there's that. And of course, again, I went all the way through the bottom, so you can even see it coming off the bottom. So there are the cut soaps. I hope everybody signs up for this challenge and you guys have fun and enjoy it. Thanks for watching.